Hello guys, welcome back! Oh my god, I'm still a bit nervous, but this is, as I said in my last video, it's good to be back and stuff. This is History of Digimon Digital Monsters Season 2, Episode 2 of my show, but this is about Episode 1, because Episode 1 of my show for Season 2 was the character bio video. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Now, before I started, I just want to mention, like I stated in my last video, I said that this video will have to be under 19 minutes. Will have to be under 19 minutes and stuff, so I'll try to make this as short as I possibly can. And, anyway, now getting into it. This episode is titled Episode 1 of Season 2 is titled Enter Flamedramon. And basically the way this episode starts off with Digimon saying, "Run for your lives, it's the evil Digimon Emperor!" And then basically he attaches the dark rings and dark spirals to him. Actually dark rings for now, but they will come up with the dark spirals later. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, and then one of the dark rings tries to attach herself to Galomon, but then she uses her tail ring to get it out of the way. But then the Unimon attacks her and destroys it, and then it goes into the scene in the human world, and then basically TK's mom is saying that he's gonna be late for school, and she wants him to finish his breakfast. And he says, new school, new part of the same old lovely old meal. And then basically what happens is, he says he's on his way, on his way to school, and then she says that she's sorry that she can't see him off on his birthday, but she gotta write up the article before the deadline, which is a history on the use of toilet paper and stuff. Oh my god, that's funny. And then he goes in the elevator, and then basically what happens after that is he meets up with the other two characters, which is Yoli and Cody, and basically they say that they don't want to be. Then Yoli introduces herself, and then Cody tells them that they don't want to be late on their first day, and then they start going, and then basically what happens is basically what happens after that is they start walking towards the school, and then TK looks over in the distance and he sees someone who looks like Kai, and he says he must be seeing things, and then he shows up with Davis's character, and then TK said that Davis looks familiar because of the goggles and stuff. And then he passes the ball back, and the kids on the soccer field with Davis are wanting him to pass the ball back to them because he's holding up the game. And then basically what happens is, TK said that, what is he thinking? Kai's a way better soccer player than that kid. And then basically what happens is, after that, basically what happens is, it goes into where Davis is in the school, and he's having to see Kari and having to because he thinks it's luck, and he doesn't think it's luck and stuff. And then basically what happens is Davis says that he saw TK, and then what happens is after that is, after he introduced, and then he sits next to Kari, and TK says together again, and Kari says just like old times and stuff. And then Davis kind of freaks out because, like I said in the last video, he kind of has a rivalry with TK when it comes to Kari and stuff. And he says that he thinks that he's trying to move in on his girl and stuff. Oh my god! And then TK makes a kind of a little sarcastic, funny joke by referencing the first season. He said that their teacher kind of looks like Ogremon and stuff. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's funny. It's really funny. And then it goes back into the scene in the digital world, and then basically what happens is Veemon's character is reintroduced, and then his character model shows up. Now I guess I can explain to you what his special attack is called. I guess I should have explained this to you during the point in the second season, but I didn't have much time to do the first season, but I didn't have much time to do it. Veemon's special attack is known as Twin Sickles, which is basically a blast of purple energy that he shoots out of these two side hands that he has. And then it shows where Ty is, and he gets to where Vemon wanting help, and then, but before that happens, Davis is going into where TK and Kari are, and then Davis is wondering how he knows Kari, and TK says that, wonders why he says that, and he thinks it's because Davis is a bit jealous of him. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, guys, sorry. And then it goes into the digital world where the Ty is, and then basically what happens is he wants to talk about the digivovle, and Agumon says that's why he needs his help because he can't. And then he kind of makes a little joke about that thing. It's just like riding a bicycle. No, stop pedaling a digivovle! Oh my god! And then the Digimon Emperor is looking off in the distance, saying that it's no use as long as he has like the dark Digivice. There's no way they can digivovle and stuff. And then basically they run into this cave, and then Kai sends them an email, and then basically Yoli's in the computer room at the time, and she's reading the email, and she thinks that the digital world is some kind of online game and stuff. And then basically what happens is she looks at the bottom and said that said the emails from Ty, and then she realizes that there's a girl in the same in class with the same last name, so she brings it over to her, and then when she shows Kari the email, she says that her brother needs them and stuff, which is right. And then they run over to the computer room, and then basically Izzy shows up, and then basically what happens is he says he needs to use the computer, and then Yoli's saying that then Yoli's basically saying that the legendary former computer president is looking for her, and she's honored. And then basically what happens is she's wondering about the digital. Now this is gonna sound kind of funny, but she thinks that the digital world is some kind of an amusement park. But Davis said that he knows, but like I said, Davis knows about it through Ty and stuff. And then Izzy's saying that if Ty is there, then the gate to the digital world has to be open because the gate was closed during the first season and stuff. So now that Ty's back in there, it's open again and stuff. Oh my god. And then Cody shows up, and then he says that Yoli was gonna come over to fix his computer and stuff, and she says that she forgot, and then he and Yoli walk off, and then Izzy sends Ty back an email, and then basically what happens is then Ty and the others come across a Digi-Egg with the crest of courage on it, and then Ty touches it, and then this weird glow shows up, and then what he thinks is fireflies who are really fast ones and stuff, and then basically what happens is Izzy says that they're going back to the digital world, and then Davis says that he wants to go with them, but then TK says that's impossible because not just anyone can go. They need a Digivice, and then he says that if TK can go, so can he, and then the light pops out of the computer and transfers the Digivice over to him, and then over to Yoli and Cody, and then they go into the digital world, and then while they're in the digital world, Patamon and Donamon are happy to see TK and Kari again, and then but when Kari looks at Donamon's tail, she realizes that her tail ring's missing, and then she wants her to tell her what happened, and then basically she's saying that one day this boss from the human appeared and started making Digimon into his slaves, and he said that I am the Digimon Emperor, and then she makes kind of a joke saying that she heard that they're all going to have to punch a time clock as well, and then TK is surprised that there's another human and that there's someone else comes to the digital world besides them, and then he says well, there goes the neighborhood. Oh my god. And then she said, and then Garamon says that he's got this strange new dark digivice which prevents him from digivolving. And then TK says that he wants Davis to show her hers, and then, but when she sees it, she freaks out because she thinks Davis must work for the Digimon Emperor, but Davis reassures her that he doesn't work for anybody besides his digivice isn't dark. You just got it when it came out of the computer and stuff. And then basically what happens is Ty's looking in the direction and he's saying that was what came out of the Digi when he touched the three new Digivices, and he's wondering how Davis got one and what his connection business and purpose in the digital world, and who, more importantly, like who got the other two Digivices as well. And then back in the human world, Yoli is wondering where everyone disappeared to and stuff and blah blah blah. And then after that, she shows gives her Digivice, and she says that Cody's got one as well. And then basically, back in the digital world, Garamon is saying that the dark Digivice is draining the Digimon's power and making them all as weak as newborn kittens and stuff. And then Ty realizes that's the reason why Agumon can't Digivolve. And then Agumon basically says that if he could Digivolve, the Digimon Emperor wouldn't stand a chance. And stuff, and then basically what happens is Garamon is saying that the Digimon Emperor uses the Dark Ring to control the Digimon, and Patamon said that once the rings capture them, they're a slave for life. Life and stuff, and then Garamon basically said that these colors do everything except get rid of fleas and stuff. And then Kari basically said that the Digimon Emperor, she's gonna slap a dark ring on him and stuff, and then the Digimon Emperor basically said that this is just a game to him, and he's afraid that if they can't play by his rules, they're gonna disqualify him. So he clicks one of the buttons that he has in his base, and he summons Monochromon to attack them and stuff. And then basically what happens is, while the others try pulling out the DDA, but they don't happen to do it, and then Davis pulls it up, and then when he does, Ty says that there must be a problem, and then Veemon, which is Davis's partner, is introduced. Now, like I said when I did the character about, Veemon is a legendary Digimon in the digital world. And like I said, the legend about him is that he's a fun-loving, adventure-seeking little Digimon that brings someone who has good luck. And then, Ty said that that's right. Even though he was the one with the courage, he couldn't move the DGA, but Davis could. And then they see Monochromon pop overhead. Davis thinks, and then I guess now I can explain what Monochromon special attack is called. It's called Volcanic Strike, which is basically a bunch of fireballs that shoot out of his mouth. And then they start running, and then Davis, and then Veemon has wanted Davis to open the DGA, and then basically what happens is he said that you can open the egg, but you gotta have courage in order to do it. And then Davis notices that Kara is in trouble because Monochromon starts attacking her. And then he says that if they want courage, he'll show them some courage. And then he uses the DGA by saying Digimon Armor Energized. And then Veemon Armor Digivolves to Flamedramon. And as Flamedramon, his special attack is known as Fire Rocket, which is an attack which he shoots some fire out of his hand and stuff. And then Ty is surprised by that. And then also so is the Digimon Emperor, and he says that against the power of his dark Digivice, they shouldn't be able to Digivolve at all. And he says that they're more resourceful than he thought. And then Flamedramon battles Monochromon and manages to destroy the Dark Ring. And then Flamedramon goes back to Veemon, but before that, this thing that looks like a little communication device thing shows up. That is actually another new portion of the thing. It's called a D-terminal and stuff. And that's where the DG eggs are stored and stuff like that. Anyway, Kari says that that's a good monochromon, and then it goes into the next scene where they say goodbye to the monochromon and stuff. But before that, in the last part of the scene, before that, like in the beginning of the scene, Veemon, which is Ken's partner as the Digimon Emperor, is summoned, and he said, tells Veemon that he believes they found a worthy foe at last. And then Veemon is saying that's great, but he's just wondering one thing, what's a foe and stuff. And then Kari is saying goodbye to Monochromon and don't forget to write and stuff. And then basically what happened is TK said that he can't believe the Digimon Emperor could turn such a nice creature into such a nice Digimon into such a nasty creature and stuff. And then Veemon is basically saying that it was nice working with David and he wants him to do it again sometime. And then basically what happens is Patamon notices that the sun's going down, and he says that's good because now they can relax. And then TK's wondering why that is, and Patamon says it's because the Digimon Emperor never attacks at night and stuff. And then basically what happens after that is they enter, and they start walking, and then go to the TV screen, and then on the TV screen there's the computer room, and then Davis transports himself back into the human world, and then he says that she wants David to get off of him because he's crushing his brownies, and that's basically where the episode stops. So if you guys like this video on YouTube, just please give it the real best you guys can, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep it digital!